A very good morning to you. And already we know that regional elections will be taking place across various regions in Ghana for the new Patriotic Party. I would want to know what is ongoing for these regional elections. So far, what the organization has been like and what efforts are being made to make sure, of course, things are put in place for the elections to be adequately convened. We have on the line Martin J. Kosa. He's the Director for Elections for the new Patriotic Party. A very good morning to you, Mr. J. Kosa. Now, particularly for the regional elections, what's the schedule like?
Good morning, Roland, and same to your viewers. The vetting came off on Saturday, Sunday, that's 11th and 12th. We brought it to a close yesterday, and across the country it's been successful. What we are doing now is that today, the successful applicants are going to be made known or going to be announced, and from there, the next important activity is the election itself, which comes up on the 25th of January this year. And so from now to then, it's all of campaigning for applicants who were successful through the vetting. And we just do entreat them to do a very clean campaign.
Within the vetting process, what were some of the benchmarks or the criteria that were used to vet some of these candidates?
Well, first of all, we ensured that party applicants for party positions were in good standing. When I say in good standing, you need to be a registered member, a card-bearing member for that matter. You need to have paid your, and in good standing, you need to have observed all party rules and regulations, particularly concerning this process. You needed to be somebody, who is nurtured the party in your area, wherever you want to contest. You should have done some work, at least minimum 2 years, to promote the party's cause. We again ensured that people made declarations that could be proved. One thing that we got against is fraud. You don't go, making fictitious things that, cannot, will drag the party's name into dispute. I mean, basically, if you have a criminal record, it has to be looked into, and of course, if there's grounds to throw you out, then, So these are basically people in good standing.
Especially when sometimes there are concerns about perhaps some difficulties, perhaps also involving disagreements among some of those individuals willing to contest or aspiring to contest. How do you tend to resolve them before you go to the main elections?
You mean disagreements about the candidature of a person?
Well, what it could be, or perhaps somebody has a difficulty with a certain process or not, because these are widespread, reported in the media.
Well, I mean, where somebody has a difficulty with someone's candidature, you bring a petition, and that petition is looked into by the vetting committee. Where it becomes necessary, people are invited to come and speak to issues. Where there is none, then of course everything is cleared. I suggest, or I get the impression that the disagreements you're talking about may arise from the delegates list. Prior to this process, in some places, there were disagreements, there were confusion about the delegate structure, those who voted for the current constituency executive. What the party has done is a directive that wherever there are such disagreements bordering on police station executive, the party reissues forms. Because the practice has been that where the disagreements are, they mean there are more than one, or there are more than one register, what we call the albums, we may call a voter register. Where there are more than one, just reissue forms for people to be elected again to compose one single album acceptable to all, and then that is what is used to elect the constituency executive. But for this particular regional election, we haven't encountered much of such difficulty.
And in trying to give advice to some of those individuals who want to contest, what sort of advice does the party give them, especially when there's the need for them to put together their own organization rights and make sure, due to the past experiences of the last few weeks, well, the type of language they use in the campaign, etc., is decorous and all that?
Well, the parties processes are run by rules and regulations. And every member, especially who seeks to lead this party at whatever level, has got to play with the rules. As we move up the electoral ladder, the stakes become high. There's a temptation for people to want to flout the rules. But the governing committee of this process is ensuring that all the rules are followed to the letter. In fact, you may have gone through the vetting, been cleared, but between now and you go for the election, the party reserves the right to present you as a candidate or not. If you flout the rules, you will be disqualified. And we want to strictly, announce it so that nobody flouts it or nobody takes it, lying low, because we would strictly enforce the rules and make sure that anybody who does not play within the acceptable, rules is not made to run for this election. We are quite strict on that.
Mm. And you say again the elections are taking place on the 25th
of January.
And across all the regional centers?
Simultaneously.
The delegate structure, how many are we looking at?
Well, we're looking at something about 6,000 nationwide.
Mm. And then, and when it comes to the election of the national, that's how many?
When it comes to national, same, but adds over 500 to it, so about 6,500.
Okay. We'll have to say thank you very much. In the meantime, though, what's the plan like for the national elections subsequently?
Well, the national election is also currently underway. All the processes leading to that election are in place. What we're doing is that just somewhere after the 25th of January, when this process ends, they will be about taking their nomination form. I think about the 28th. And they will go through the entire process. A National Elections Committee has been put in place, chaired by the Chairman, Council of Elders, that's Mr. C.K. Tedam, and it includes many others, including Honorable Ayukoitu and myself. We would be vetting these candidates just as the process that have already gone by. And at the end of the day, qualified applicants will be made to go into that election.
Okay. When are you convening the national elections?
It will be on the 1st of March.
1st of March.
Right. Sorry, March 24th.
Mm. Well, thank you very much. Martin J. Kosa is the Director for Elections and Research, the New Patriotic Party, talking to us about the vetting processes that have been undertaken just over this very weekend for the New Patriotic Party and those individuals who are aspiring to take up positions at the regional level and across all regions. These events took place, and so by the 25th of this month, that is January 2014, we are going to witness a nationwide election of the New Patriotic Party to elect into office their regional executives. And that way, for now, many of you have got some comments on Facebook, and I have this one from Osei Boating, who says that the MPP needs to make sure that they have the right people in office. And since I am a member, I know that the right people will be elected. And so this one from Nana Yao Ofusuhene. If people of right caliber are elected by the MPP, it puts them in a good stead for the 2016 election. So those are your comments for now. We're taking a short break. When we come back, we'll continue with our regular programming on the AM show, which is live on the Joynews channel of Multi TV. Do stay on. We'll be right back.